Warning, the video you're about to see is not historically accurate. Viewer discretion is advised.
And cut. Hi, I'm Andrew Boyson Jr., and this is my life. Gosh, Mom, it's not a phase! Hi, I'm Andrew Boyson Jr. I'm currently 13 years old. I like to wear all black because it's a representation of my soul and heart. My life is meaningless without music. That's why when you Google me, there's nothing that isn't related to music. I got my bachelor's degree from University of Iowa, my master's degree from Northwestern University, and my doctorate's degree from Eastman School of Music.
I am James C. Kirkpatrick. I am a Missouri Secretary of State, and I dedicate this library to myself! I will now sing you a song.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
I will now sing you a song.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
My roar senses are tingling. I should write a song for him. Oh, I should include my usual first melody of detached notes, but with a sense of direction. Ha! And then my often occurring second melody next. The altos, tenors, and lows will come in with more connected notes. And then that song Kirkpatrick was singing. It will be at the end of the piece to dedicate this song to him and his library.
You know what this reminds me of? Tricycle.
Yes.
Wow,
right.
it's just like Tricycle. That's so crazy.
Yeah. I hate that piece. My band teacher is a Triscuit-eating, tuna-loving, soup-drinking, cat-obsessing germaphobe. He picks awful music. And has right here.
We have a message from Emma. Thanks a lot, Shaq, for giving us somebody who doesn't have any information about him online. Thanks! Anyway, after we finished filming this project, guess who emailed us? Dr. Boyson. So, here's what he really has to say about his piece, Kirkpatrick Fanfare.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hi there, my name is Andrew Boyson, and I'm the composer of Kirkpatrick Fanfare. I just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you a little bit about why I ended up studying music and a little bit about information about the piece. I grew up in Iowa and started taking piano lessons when I was a kid, and one of the assignments in the piano book was to kind of write your own little piece, and I did, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I started writing more and more and wrote music for my friends. Got more and more interested in music, and really by the time I was in 9th grade, I knew that I was going to go on in music. So it's something I've wanted to do. I kind of followed more or less the same path all the way through. And as I continued on with composition, I started getting commissions from different organizations. So Kirkpatrick Fanfare is actually a commission from Central Missouri State University. It's a little college in Warrensburg, Missouri. They had just built a new, $50 million library in the middle of campus. And the library was named after James Kirkpatrick. And James Kirkpatrick was one of their graduates, and he had been the Attorney General for the state of Missouri for like 40 years or something. So well known in a way in the state. So one of the things they did to honor him was they replicated his office in the new library. So they moved all his stuff and that sort of thing. So when they were just finishing the library, the band director did a little video tour of it and walked through, and he videoed their office, and I saw all this Irish memorabilia, a huge Irish flag hanging behind the desk and all this kind of stuff. And so that's actually was the kind of the initial idea, the concept for the piece, because the piece was meant to celebrate the new library. So because of Kirkpatrick's Irish heritage, I wanted to focus it in some way on that. And that's what kind of eventually led me to using Danny Boy as kind of essentially the backbone of the entire piece. So whether you guys realize it or not, like if you take the opening flute solo of Kirkpatrick Fanfare and slow it way, way, way down, it's actually Danny Boy. So really the whole piece is actually kind of this spinning out of Danny Boy over the course of the whole work, with the very opening being somewhat hidden in that it's much faster, what's called diminution. The middle section, there's kind of that little middle brassy section that kind of hints at the middle phrases of Danny Boy. That's probably the one that's the least connected to the original tune. And then, of course, at the end of the piece, when the big chorale comes in, that's actually the tail end of the piece. It's like note for note. But with all the other stuff over the top, like the opening phrases of Danny Boy coming back over the top of it at the end. So really, in a lot of ways, that whole piece is a big spinning out of Danny Boy. I don't know if I can think of any other pieces that really do that in that same way, but there are a lot of pieces that use other material within them. Parody kind of works, and I don't mean that necessarily like making fun of, but parody, like using other material in a new way. And I had never done that before when I did a piece, so that was the first time for me for trying something like that. But I've since done similar things, or at least it inspired me to like continue to use that as a technique in some of the things I've been writing. So I really appreciate you guys performing the piece. I hope you're having a lot of fun with it. Thanks very much. Please tell all the rest of the folks in the band thank you for playing the music. I hope you're having a great time, and best wishes. Take care.
Okay, start. I am James C. Kirkpatrick. I am a Missouri Secretary of State, and I dedicate myself. I am James C. I will now sing you a song. Oh, damn.